Hey, hello friends, welcome to my channel. In this Azure DevOps tutorial series, today let's discuss about Git Revert versus Git Reset. Alright, this is more of a Git related topic. Since we are widely using Git in our Azure Repos, I thought this might be very much beneficial for developers who are working with Git day in and day out. Alright, so this is a very interesting and very useful topic. Let's see on what instances Git Revert and Git Reset is actually used and how it is useful in real time. Alright, so to start with, let me list down few points which will actually make you understand how to differentiate between Git Revert and Reset before actually jumping into a demo. So here I have listed few points, okay, which will give a very high level view of when and where to use Git Revert and Reset and what is its purpose. Alright, in one-liner both are actually used to undo changes whatever you made, but both provides different purposes. Let's see all those one by one. Okay, what Git Revert does is it creates a new commit that undoes a previous one. Alright, whereas a reset move the branch pointer back to a previous commit. Okay, it does not create a new commit and all. It will move the branch pointer back to previous commit. One thing to add here is there are three kind of reset options here. One is soft, mixed and hard. Okay, there are three types of reset command which we can use, but let's see that in our demo. Alright, Git Revert actually preserves the history. Alright, and Git Reset, it rewrites the history. Okay, whenever you are not worried about history and those kind of situations, okay, you can usually use Revert, but for some reason you have made some mistake and you have to erase the history. In those kind of situations, a reset might be very much beneficial. One thing to notice, it is safe for shared branches because it does not rewrite history, right? So whenever you are working with shared branches, Git Revert is the most recommended option. Whereas as a reset, in reset, it is unsafe for shared branches because it rewrites the entire history. Okay, usually used for undoing specific commits in a safe way, as we are already speaking about history rewriting. So usually undoing the whenever you want to undo specific commits in a safe way, Revert is used, whereas if you want to rewrite the local history and cleaning up the mistake, reset is used. Alright, let's see a few demonstration about how Git Revert and Git Reset works. Okay, so for that let me go to my drive and try to create a new folder to clone the repository. Okay, let me give today's July 21. Okay, so let open Git. I'm opening a Git bash here. I am trying to navigate to my repo so that I can clone it. Okay, I'm gonna clone this repo using Git clone. Okay, now it is actually cloned. Alright, so let me try to create three different commits here. Okay, just for a demonstration, consider you are working in real time and you have made three different commits. Okay, so let me create three different commits first and then jump into the differentiation between Revert and Reset. Let me create a new file. Before that, let me go to my branch. Okay, I'm in main branch. Let me create a new branch for this demonstration. Get checkout -b. The demo name, the branch name can be, let me call it as Git Revert demo. Okay, let's give some meaningful name. Okay, now I have switched to the new branch. Now let me go and make the changes. Let me create a new file. Let me call it as Git file 1. Okay, let me go here and give some meaningful text. Maybe I will give it as line 1. I'm saving it and coming out. So if you issue git status, you can see I have made a change in the repo where I have added a new file called git file1.txt and added a line. So all I'm going to do is git add space dot add it, git commit -m. Let's give some meaningful commit message. Git demo 1. Okay, here it is. So if you have to view if this commit is recorded, you can go into the history, git log -1 line. This way you can view the history. You can see at the top git demo 1 is the commit message I have provided. So this particular git commit is recorded and this is the git hash code. Alright, similarly let me do couple more commits. Okay, let me add 2 more files and I will do this faster. Git let me name it as file2. Let me give it as line 1, saving it, closing it and doing a commit again. Git add demo 2. Okay, similarly I'm doing another change as well. Text. Okay, git file 3. Okay, git file 3. I'm giving line 1 and saving it to less. Alright, git add again, git commit again. Okay, now you have 3 different commits. Alright, so I created 3 different files for 3 different commits for this demo. So let's verify that once again. Let git log -1 line. Okay, here you go. Okay, so at the top you can see we have git demo 1, git demo 2 and git demo 3 and the head is pointing to the latest commit. Git 3 is our latest commit, so head is currently pointing to the git demo 3. Okay, so this is the first part where I have performed multiple commits. Now let's see how git revert might be useful. Okay, so for some reason if I want to undo the changes, okay, in those situation git revert can be used. Okay, let me issue a git revert. Which one do you want to revert? I'm gonna copy that hash code. Okay, let me copy that and I'm providing that hash code here and enter. So as soon as I do this, you can see there's a page that is opening up to actually rewrite your git commit message or anything. Okay, so if I go here git demo 3, okay, now I'm gonna change this commit message. Let's say git demo 3 revert, and I'm just giving something meaningful so that I clearly understand I have done some revert related changes. Okay, once this is done, you just save it and come out. All I need to do is now go and check the history again, git log 1 line. Now you can see at the top I have a new commit message called revert, git demo 3 revert. Okay, this is my commit message. So what this actually does is it did the actual undo related changes, but it actually added a new commit message. Okay, which means it actually preserves the history. It does not do anything with the previous commits that you have made. The git demo 3 actually remains as it is, but it creates a new commit message which actually shows you it actually preserves the history. Okay, so this is a very simple demonstration of how Git Revert work. Okay, this is something very widely used if you wanna undo any changes in your repository, in your branch, even on shared branches where you know what you're when you're unsure what you're doing. For safer revert options, this git revert command is actually used. Okay, that's a easier demonstration. Now let me go to the git reset option. Okay, so in the git reset option, in git reset we have three different stages. Okay, one is soft, another one is mixed, and another one is hard. So this command actually again makes you to undo the changes. As the name indicates, it resets basically. Okay, it removes all the history so that it will be very clean. Consider you have made some changes and you want your repository to be clean. Those kind of situation, reset can be very handy. All right, so as here we have three different or four different commits basically, right? So let me, okay, in order for easier understanding, I'm gonna close this and I'm gonna try another option. Okay, let me do this fast. Okay, let me let me remove this. Okay, I'm gonna remove this. I'm gonna create a new folder, 2107. Okay, let me open git bash here. All right, cd. Okay, first I have to clone, right? So git clone. So this is basically the repeat of the previous steps, but I am just trying to do it from the first to keep it very clean, because if I do from the middle it will be very confusing for you. I have to do lot of changes and all. So in order to keep it simple, I'm just rewriting or redoing all these steps again. So kindly bear with me. Okay, so here again, git checkout -b new branch, let me call it as 2107 for now. Okay, I've switched to the new branch. Now I am going to add two different files. Okay, let me say reset demo. Okay, reset demo 1. Okay, I'm gonna give it as line 1. Save it. Okay, now let me go and git add space dot git commit -m git let me call revert changes, sorry, reset change 1. Let give some meaningful message. Okay, again similarly you go and make another change, create a new file. Let's call it as reset demo 1.2.txt. okay, give something called a line 1. All right, again I'm doing it very quickly. Git add, git commit. So here I am. I have performed two different commits. Git log -1 line. Okay, here I have two different commits. You can see I have reset change 1 and reset change 2. So now my head is pointing to the first branch, which is first commit, which is reset change 2, which is the latest commit. All right, so now let's see how you can actually use this different reset options. First we will go with git reset soft. Okay, So let me issue that command git reset -soft. Now there is a command called head, there is a text called head. This will point to the latest commit, head tilde 1, that's a tilde character. So git reset -soft head 1 means it will point to the latest commit. So once I hit enter, what it does is it moves head back by one commit, which means it removes the latest commit, that is commit 2. It keeps changes from commit 2 in the staging area. Okay, the staging area is something very tricky. Okay, in order to demonstrate this, let me go to that sheet again. I have another sheet. Okay, so here I have 3 different reset options. One is soft, mixed and hard, right? So here I have 3 different options. Mouse head in the sense the latest part where the branch indicates. So this is the head, right? And changes index or staging. Okay, staging is something you have made the changes but you have not added it. In those kind of situation, you have added the changes, so it means it is pushed into staging location. If you have not added it, which means if you have not issued git add dot command, in this case it will be unstaged. Once you give that command, it will go into stage. Okay, this is something happening internally within git. Okay, and changes to the working directory means the place where I am actually working. Okay, so I have just listed down these 3 differences, listed down the differences for these 3 commands, which might be beneficial for you to understand. Okay, so let me jump to the demo again. So now you can issue git status command, git status. So what I did is I just gave git reset -soft head 1, which will point to the latest point to the head to the previous commit. Okay, now if you issue git status command, you can see usually if I have run the git status, you would not have seen any changes because physically I did not do any changes to the file. But you can see now here it is showing as a new file, reset demo2.txt in a green color, which means it indicates there is some change. Okay, what it actually means is it keeps changes from the latest commit in the staging area. So which means usually when we issue git add space dot command, it will get added and stored in a staging area. Okay, so this is where it is. So why do we need to do is it's for different purpose. Okay, so if you have done some mistakes, or if you wanna rewrite or do some changes, those kind of situation, you could actually recommit with a new message or modify the commit. That's why we usually use this soft option, which is kind of a safer option in the reset. Okay, so if you want to know what difference we have, git hyphen cache, you can issue this command. Okay, you can see different kind of changes, the change that you made to the recent file. Okay, this is one of the this is one of the command you can use to identify the difference. Okay, so you can see there is a new line added. So once you do this, what you can do is, if you require, you can go to that file. Okay, you can go to that file, and for some reason you feel something is not correct, you can go ahead and make the change and recommit it. Okay, or you can either now since we have only one line, it is easy for you, but in real time the changes might be in different files. Okay, in those kind of situations it might be useful. Okay, so you could, if for now I'm just skipping it, but if you need, you could recommit it with a new message for you to understand, or you can even modify the commit. Okay, that's one. So now let me use git reset mixed head 1. Okay, this mixed is the default reset command. Okay, if you have not specified any parameters like mixed, hard, soft. Then mixed is something taken by default. Okay, if I hit enter and provide git status, okay, now see what happens. So now you can see 2 files in red. Okay, earlier when I provided a soft reset, it moved one file to the staging area which denoted in green, whereas here it denotes both the files in red. Okay, so this is something difficult to understand, might be a little confusing. Okay, what again this mixed command do is, it moves head back by one commit. Again it removes the latest commit, puts the changes in the working directory but unstaged. Okay, which means it will put the changes in the working directory. Working directory means here, but it leaves the it will be in unstaged. Unstaged means you can see unstaged means I have not added it, it is in red color. Okay, now go and view this mixed again. So here it moves the head, yes. It changes the index, yes, but actually did it do any changes to the working directory? No. Let me go and verify that. So you can see git reset demo 2 still remains same, git reset demo 1 still remains same. If you have any confusion, you can look at the git history also. So now you can see where is the head pointing. My head actually went off. Okay, it points to the previous commit. Okay, so now let me issue git status. Okay, and what is the difference? If you want to know, git diff. Alright, git diff cache, right, there is nothing, I guess that's why it is not coming. Okay, yeah, there's nothing much. Okay, that's why it is not showing. So I think now since both these are in unstaged, we can stage it by using git add space dot. Now issue git status again. You can see this in green color, which denotes I have added these two. Right, so all I need to do is git commit -m mixed changes. Okay, this is again a softer way of handling the git reset. Okay, this is a mixed option. Once I emit it, you can see. Now let me issue the history. Now you can see, now my changes came, mixed changes. You got it? Okay, so this way you can easily use git reset soft mixed command. Okay, which will put the changes in the working directory but keeps it unstaged. Okay, I understand it might be little confusing for first time users, but if you are used to git regularly, this might be easy for you to understand. But slowly you can try it on your own, which will clearly give you a better understanding of how this actually works. Okay, moving on, let me issue the git reset hard command. Final one is the git reset -hard head 1. Head 1. Okay, this is more of a hard delete. Okay, so as soon as I issue this command, you can see head is now established at EAB, this particular hash command, July changes. Okay, now head is pointing to this particular change, which denotes this might have, my recent commit changes might have completely removed. Okay, now let me go and check my you can see my file completely vanished. It is gone. That git related file changes, whatever I issued is completely gone. I do not have anything here, which denotes this is completely removed. If you have any confusion, issue the git history command again, git log one line. If you scroll to the top, you can see what was my previous commit, mixed changes. That mixed changes completely vanished, okay, and removed from my repository, which denotes it does not preserve the history. Okay, so you have to be little careful whenever you are using git reset hard. Sometimes you might end up in losing all the changes in your reset command. So might be you should be little careful whenever you are using reset command, especially hard. Okay, so I hope now you understand the clear difference between git revert and reset, right? As we saw in the demo, if you do not worry about the history, and if you are not much worried about it, you can use a git revert command, because history might be little clumsy, but your changes will still be there. Whereas if you are worried about the history, if you want to keep your commits clean, in those kind of situation, git reset might be very much beneficial. Depending on your situations, you can use soft, mixed and hard in the git reset options. All right, so I hope you understood this topic. I hope this might be very much beneficial for you. If you like this video, please subscribe and follow my channel. Thank you.